It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to game number 2 of the Colonial Valley Conference semifinals here on the WBCB Sports Network. Once again, alongside Ethan Collins, I'm Andrew Myers. It's the number 1 seeded Steinert Spartans, the home team, taking on the visiting number 4 seeded Hightstown Rams here at Armstrong Park in Ewing Township. And Ethan, if our first semifinal was any indication, this one should be a pretty exciting one. A 10-8 win for Notre Dame in game number 1. The Irish move on to the championship tomorrow night. And now we have Steinert and Hightstown trying to join Notre Dame in the first ever CVC Tournament championship. What are you looking forward to in this one between the Spartans and the Rams?
I mean, you were talking about the last game that we played. It just goes to show you can't ever count anybody out, and I'm thinking it's going to be the same exact thing here. You know, seed 1 and seed 4, I think a lot of people are going to be like, it's seed number 1, right? Steinert's going to run away with it, but you cannot count any of these Hightstown players out, man. You cannot. None of these teams for that matter, right?
Yeah, Hightstown coming in with an 11-6 overall record to the 15-2 mark for the Steinert Spartans. But the Rams playing pretty well over their last couple of games. They're 6-2 in their last 8. They've won back-to-back contests, including a quarterfinal win in this CVC tournament against Allentown. A 2-day game for that one, is that's kind of the reason why we're playing these semifinals here on Monday. They were supposed to be played last Friday here at Armstrong Park, but the rain, ton of it in the forecast last week, moving around the schedule, shuffling the schedule around. Steinert's quarterfinal game is way back on Wednesday of last week, and the Rams defeating the Allentown Redbirds last Friday to finish off that quarterfinal, a 5-1 win for Hightstown. Hightstown took a 2-run lead in the bottom of the first of that game. They never trailed, and Katie Olson, who was their starter on the mound today, pitched brilliantly in that game against Allentown with a complete game, 1-run complete game, and she drove in all 5 of those runs for Hightstown with a pair of homers off the bat of Katie Olson. And Olson will have her hands full against a very solid Steinert Spartans lineup. Steinert 10-0 this season against the Colonial Valley Conference. They're the number 1 seed in the CVC tournament, and then the number 5 overall team in NJ.com's top 20 rankings. Dropping a bit, they were all the way as high as number 1 earlier this season. They were number 3 last week, but losing their second game of the season last week. Spartans dropping down to 5th, but they have their eyes set on a Colonial Valley Conference title, and they got to get to the final first to be able to play for that title. But Jen Melker's squad will certainly be having a lot of momentum coming into this contest after their quarterfinal win against Lawrence last Wednesday. 7-2 win for them. It was their 13th straight victory against Colonial Valley Conference opponents. Steinert has long been a stalwart in this Colonial Valley Conference, and this season was no different. Katie Samanka, who's once again in the circle today for Steinert, struck out 15 Lawrence Cardinals in that Wednesday win in the quarterfinal. It's the 8th time this year she struck out at least 12 batters in a game this season. So, Ethan, Katie Samanka, you can say so much about her, but she's going to go back at it again today with a spot of the CVC Finals on the line. Just tell me, Katie Samanka, how does she do it with all these strikeouts?
I don't know, man. I mean, I got the great pleasure of covering the Steinert game earlier this year. Saw her pitch a perfect game. In an interview afterwards, they asked, have you ever pitched a perfect game? She said, I don't know. It's like it's nothing to her, man. It doesn't mean anything to her. She's just, it's just another day on the mound, doing what she does best.
Cool, calm, and collected is the Fairleigh Dickinson commit in Katie Samanka. And as our starters are being announced here, we'll run through the starting lineups real quick. For Hightstown, it's Olivia Pignatello. Hayden Bustos, the catcher, follows her. Adriana Cepeda is the first baseman. She bats 3rd. Katie Olson, the pitcher, is in the 4th spot. Lily Pito, the right fielder, bats 5th. Sophia Helm is the second baseman. She bats 6th. Olivia Worden, the third baseman, bats 7th. Kayla Harana, the left fielder, bats 8th. And Haley Bustos, the center fielder, rounds out the lineup for Lauren Brown's squad. And for Steinert, it's the shortstop Mia Pope leading things off. Danica Spack, the right fielder, batting 2nd. Bianca Walsh is the second baseman. She bats third. Addison Hassan is the catcher. She bats fourth. Aaliyah O'Neill is the third baseman. She's in the 5 spot. Batting sixth is Francesca Castellano at first base. Katie Samaka, the pitcher, bats seventh. Victoria Popper, the designated player, bats eighth. And rounding out the Spartan lineup is Ellie Miller in center field, batting ninth. Quick break here on the WBCB Sports Network. First pitch right around the corner. Stick with us.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Katie Samanko warming up in the circle for the Steinert Spartans. And tonight's broadcast of the Colonial Valley Conference softball semifinals brought to you by the following sponsors: Kessel's Dermatology, Capital Health System, Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, Soul Funeral Homes, the New Jersey Education Association, Mercer County Republicans, the Trenton Thunder, the Italian People's Bakery, the Trentonian, Haldeman Ford, the Elton Township Education Association, Hyundai of Trenton, Simplicity Funeral Home, Capital Health System, Mako Ewing, and the Mercer County Republicans. As the number 1 seeded Steinert Spartans getting set to take on the number 4 seed Hightstown Rams. And once again, pretty quickly for you, we'll run through the Hightstown lineup for first-year head coach Lauren Brown. It's Olivia Pignatello, Hayden Bustos, and Adriana Cepeda. The 3 due up in the top of the first against Katie Samaka. Katie Olson, the pitcher, bats fourth, followed by Lily Pito and Sophia Helm. And Olivia Worden, Kayla Harana, and Haley Bustos round out the Hightstown Rams lineup. Under first-year head coach Lauren Brown, 3 of the 4 teams in the CVC semis have first-year head coaches. It's Jen Melker, the lone exception in her 6th season in charge for the Steinert Spartans. And it's been 6 successful years, or I guess you could say 5 and change so far, for Jen Melker at the helm, coming into today with a 125-25 record as the head coach of the Steinert Spartans.
I don't know. I'd say regardless of how this game turns out, I'd call this season successful.
Yes, that is true, but a team that won back-to-back Group 3 titles, I'm not sure they want to call this season a success quite yet until they add another trophy to their trophy case. As Mia Pope fires in a first pitch ball, or yes, Katie Samanka fires in a first pitch ball, not Mia Pope. Mia Pope, the shortstop for the Steinert Spartans, behind Katie Samanka, the senior in the circle. She has been lights out all year long for the Spartans, pretty much her entire career as well. Coming into today with a 1.63 ERA on the season, 132 strikeouts across 64 and 1/3 innings. She recorded her 300th career strikeout in late April. Samanka trying to lead the charge for the Spartans once again in postseason play. 1-2 the count to the leadoff hitter Olivia Pignatello.
Ball going wide there, but I mean, it's pretty. This is about the form that we tend to find Samanka in, right? Even early on here, when a lot of pitchers are trying to just get into the groove, figure it out. Still ahead in the count. Already ahead in the count, I should say.
Samanka coming off a 15 strikeout performance against Lawrence in the quarterfinals. Ahead 1-2 on Pignatello, swing and a miss. Pignatello down on strikes, and Samanka starts things off today with a strikeout.
And you got to imagine, if you're Hightstown going into this, you know exactly what you're facing up against, right? Like, this is not ever going to be an easy matchup, but you can't just bow out before getting up to bat, right? In the literal sense here.
First pitch strike to Hayden Bustos. These two teams did play way back on April 2nd. It was the season opener for Steinert, second game of the year for Hightstown, and it was a 9-2 win for the Steinert Spartans in that one. And who was on the mound for the Spartans? It was Katie Simonka, and all she did, Ethan, was record a career-high 17 strikeouts in that game. So
yep.
Hightstown certainly knows what Katie Simonka can bring to them today, and they're hoping that they will foil a sort of 17 strikeout game and try to put some runs on the board today. But Hayden Bustos in the book. Back-to-back strikeouts for Katie Simonka. She gets the Hightstown catcher down on 3 strikes, and there's quickly 2 away.
Quickly does not begin to describe it, man. I felt like the inning just started. Like,
Adriana Cepeda swings through the first pitch for a strike. Cepeda hitting .368 this year, the junior. Takes that one low. Simonka is prone to issuing a couple of walks. She's issued 40 bases on balls this year. She had 4 in that game against Lawrence.
Able to find some kind of opening there. It's definitely important. Got to see what we can do with it, though, because right now, it's not looking easy.
Cepeda behind 1-2. Simonka fires that one, misses low. Good take from Cepeda. And the count is even. The southpaw, Katie Simonka delivers. This one fouled back. We'll do it again. The softball southpaw.
There you
That's
go.
what I could have said there.
That's a nickname.
Cepeda battling here with 2 away. Trying to salvage something out of this top of the first inning for the Hightstown Rams. Simonka delivers once again, misses high.
It's an early full count for Simonka here.
Payoff pitch in there, strike 3 called. Cepeda watches it go by, and it's a 1-2-3 top of the first for the Steinert Spartans as Katie Simonka strikes out the side to get things going for the number 1 seed. We head to the bottom half of the first, scoreless between Hightstown and Steinert.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morphe.
Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community, Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford has it all, new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks. Haldeman Ford has a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford services all makes and models and is known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. And coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. And Thunder Baseball returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. Post-game fireworks nights, Tuesdays kids eat free, Wednesday dollar dog nights, Thursdays, and pork roll Fridays throughout the season. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Bottom of the first chance to hit today for the Steinert Spartans. It's going to be Mia Pope leading things off for Steinert. Danica Spack and Bianca Walsh, the three due up. Against Katie Olson. You talk about Samanka pitching well this year for the Spartans. Katie Olson, as she delivers a first pitch ball high to Mia Pope, has pitched exceptionally well for Hightstown this season. 2.19 ERA for the senior, 157 strikeouts. Laying down a bunt here is Pope. It's a good one. A backhand off the circle and in time at first base. Katie Olson, nice play by the Hightstown pitcher.
Yeah, way to be on point there, ready for that. You don't get to often see the first at-bat bunt. It's the kind of awareness you need to have.
Pope trying to catch the Rams napping there. And Katie Olson coming off the mound out of the circle and able to backhand that ball and cleanly fire it to first to get Pope by a step. So the Spartans' leadoff hitter is retired, and now Danica Spack will get a chance to hit. She swings at the first pitch for a strike.
And it should not be understated, the power of both pitchers here, right?
Another Spartan showing bunt as Spack tries to get one down, but it's popped out of play off the third base dugout. Danica Spack, a .361 hitter this year for the Spartans. Takes that pitch low for a ball. Olson allowing just one run in the quarterfinal win for Hightstown against Allentown, a 5-1 victory. And she gets her first strikeout of the day as Danica Spack watches strike three go by.
Second baseman, number 1, Bianca.
First two hitters retired for Steinert as Bianca Walsh steps in.
Yeah, nothing's coming for free here on either side. You know, we talk about a low-scoring game. I suspect that this is probably going to wind up being by the inches here.
First pitch strike taken by Bianca Walsh. Yeah, we were talking about maybe seeing a low-scoring game in Game 1, and then 18 runs ended up being scored.
Right.
So we'll see what happens here between Steinert and Hightstown. But certainly two very good pitchers on the mound. Will not be shocked if runs are coming at a premium tonight. 0-1 runs inside and catches Walsh. Looks like on her left wrist or near it. She heads down to first base. They might give her a little time to shake that one off.
Definitely an unfortunate walk to let up there.
Walsh aboard on the hit by pitch. She appears to be all right, still shaking out that hand. She'll stay in the game though, and that might be something to keep an eye on as a second baseman. Addison Hassan steps in now. First pitch strike to Hassan as Mr. Softy pulls up behind us. That's just absolutely cruel.
Oh, yeah, right? Go on now.
1 taken high by Hassan. Hassan, the senior catcher for the Spartans. She's come up with a ton of big hits this season, and how about a .471 batting average coming into today's contest. No surprise why she is in the cleanup spot. She takes a strike there, though, when it's 1-2.
Trying to make something out of this walk here that we managed to find.
Katie Olson sets and deals the 1-2, skips in front of the plate, then gets past the catcher Bustos. Striding into second base is Bianca Walsh, and a runner in scoring position with the 2-2 count and 2 away for Addison Hassan.
It might be too little too late here, but hey, we managed to find something. Early lead can really change the pace of these games.
Count even at 2. Hassan swings and misses, strike 3, and Olson able to get out of the jam. I guess you could call it a jam with the runner at second base. He's stranded there, and neither team able to scratch across a run in the first. We head to the top of the second, 0-0 between Steinert and Hightstown.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Car buying made simple at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Over 100 new Hyundai models from Elantras and Sonatas to SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, and Palisade, including hybrid models. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory, including a huge selection of pre-owned certified vehicles, no market adjustments on any car in stock. Get an extra $1,000 rebate trade-in value towards any new vehicle. Hyundai of Trenton will buy your vehicle even if you don't purchase a car. Fast payment, top dollar paid for your car. Hyundai of Trenton, car buying made simple, and the area's fastest growing dealership at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. And don't forget, if you missed any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. Katie Olson, the Hightstown pitcher, leads off in the top of the second for the Rams, takes the first pitch ball from Katie Samanka, who struck out the side in the top of the first. 2 swinging, 1 looking. And now she'll face her pitching counterpart here. Hot shot to first base, but collected by Francesca Castellano. And she takes it to the bag herself. 2 pitches, 1 away as Olson is retired.
Put one down real quick there. But off the back of a hit, not a strikeout here. It's these minor differences that go to show, you know.
Right fielder Lily Pito steps in for her first at bat of the day. Pito, the freshman, with just 5 hits this season. You got to go back to April 15th in an 11-1 win against Hopewell Valley, the last time Pito recorded a hit.
Been a bit then, but hey, you never lose that familiarity at the plate.
Pito late on that one as she fouls it into the fence in front of the first base side. Steinert occupying that first base dugout as the designated home team, number 1 seed. 2-2 the count. Samanka delivers off the end of the bat foul. Pito stays alive.
Fighting for it, though. Getting a beat on some kind of hit here. You can never get lazy.
2-2 called, strike 3. 4th strikeout already for Katie Samanka.
Yeah, tried to watch for it there, but unfortunately stayed in the box. Too little, too late to recognize.
First pitch strike taken by Sophia Helm. Helm, a .306 hitter this season with a .551 slugging percentage. She's got 4 doubles, 2 triples, and a homer.
That kind of power, that's what you need in a game like this when you're dealing with this caliber of pitching.
And especially down in the order, too. I mean, 6th spot, it's pretty much in the middle of the order, but you can get some power from the 6th hitter in your lineup. It could certainly pay dividends for your offense.
For sure.
But Helm will go down swinging here.
Yeah.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Katie Samanka. She's got 5 through the first 2 innings. 6 up, 6 down for the Steinert Spartans pitcher. We go to the bottom of the second, scoreless between Hightstown and Steinert.
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller. president of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are number one in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
The best team in Mercer County is the Mercer County Republican team supporting the student athletes in tonight's game. Your official candidates for the 14th District are Marty Flynn and Joe Stillwell for State Assembly, Shaolin Brown for County Clerk. For County Commissioners, it's A.J. DeFalco and Dan Hanley. And for Hamilton Township Council, vote for Sean Lucas, Rich Balgawan, and Noah Barnez. This is the team that supports the youth of Mercer County and hopes that you enjoy tonight's game, proceeding paid for by the Mercer County Republicans. Aaliyah O'Neill will lead things off for Steinert. Takes a first pitch strike from Katie Olson. No score in the bottom of the second between Steinert and Hightstown. Semifinal number 2 in the Colonial Valley Conference Tournament.
Sun's starting to set as well. Lights are coming on.
This one popped up. Drifting back to make the catch is the shortstop, Olivia Pignatello. Good read by her off the bat, and O'Neill's retired to lead things off.
First baseman number 8, Francesca Castellano.
And yeah, please bear with us here for the next couple of minutes with the sun bearing down right on both us and the camera. So
a little brutal here. We're trying to find the angles.
Soon that sun will be creeping down behind the tree line back there. Francesca Castellano takes the first pitch strike. Castellano hitting .288 this season, tied for the team lead with 3 homers. A little bit of pop in the bat of Castellano. She fouls that one back quickly down 0-2.
Just goes straight at the chops of the hitting here.
Castellano takes up an in.
But you got to deal with the best of the best of the pitching here. You know, you're going up against some real beasts for 7 innings.
One, 2, staying alive is Castellano. She gets a piece and fouls it away. Good take from Castellano. Count runs even at 2-2.
I think outside of that full count we saw earlier, this is about the longest at bat has gone. At least so far.
Another great take from Castellano. She watches that ball go by low. Great at bat from the Spartans' first baseman.
Yeah, not giving up here.
Castellano pop up right side is going to drift out of play. And Castellano really battling here. She pokes another one out of play.
Yeah, must think she's got a beat on something too, because she is swinging for the fences. A lot of power coming behind that swing there. You know, right church, wrong pew.
9th pitch of the at-bat misses away, just misses. Good take from Castellano, a heck of a plate appearance from her. And she's aboard. One away with a runner on first after the Castellano walk, and now Katie Samanka, the Steinert pitcher, stepping up to the plate. Talk about Samanka's strikeout prowess, but Katie Olson's right there with her. Olson with 10 games this season with at least 10 strikeouts. She had 15 twice.
Oh, yeah, no. Both of these pitchers, we're seeing them both right now. One on the other end of where they're used to, but still, absolute powerhouses. And really just can dictate the pace of a game so well, right? We're seeing here.
0-2 the count to Samaka. Takes that one high. And she takes strike 3. Katie Olson painting there as she puts down her pitching counterpart. Third strikeout of the day for Katie Olson.
DP number 32,
Yeah.
Victoria Poppert.
Haven't only let on 2 walks here, but still, though, a walk is an opening. At least the potential for one.
First pitch ball to Victoria Poppert. Poppert, the freshman, designated player in the lineup today for Steinert. Doesn't have a ton of at-bats this year, coming in with just 30 at-bats. But she's done some damage. 300 hitter. Mentioned she's tied for the team lead with Francesca Castellano with 3 homers. She also has a pair of doubles, part of her 9 hits this season.
A lot of powerhouses here on this Steinert team on the batting end.
Yeah, I mean, just looking down the line, really no easy outs in this Steinert lineup. Team that's hitting .387 coming into today's contest. .30 taken all the way is Poppert, and it's in there for a strike from Olson. 3-1 the count.
This is the first time a batter is ahead in the count all game.
3-1 popped out of play. And Olson battling back, 3-0 count, makes it full. Olson trying to work around a 1-out walk. Castellano still remains at first. Hightstown pitcher, sets and deals, fires from the right side. And it misses high, ball 4. Second walk of the inning issued by Olson. Castellano, the other, moves up to second base.
Center fielder number 10, Ellie Miller.
And Ellie Miller will get a chance to hit. Junior center fielder. She's hitless in her last 3 games. Takes the first pitch strike from Olson. Miller, even though she's hitless in her last 3 games, still a .333 hitter this season, very strong at the plate.
Winding down recently, but again, you never lose that that comfort at the mound.
1-1 count to Miller. This one popped up. It'll be playable. Right side of the infield, drifting over to make the catch is the first baseman, Adriana Cepeda. And that'll do it for Steinert in the bottom of the second. Katie Olson works around a pair of walks. And we remain scoreless through 2 between Steinert and Hightstown. Stick with us on the WBCB Sports Network.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese.
Since 1899, proud to be a part of your greater Hamilton Township community is Saul Funeral Home. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they need it most. Their caring, dedicated, and compassionate staff is always ready to go above and beyond to bring you the closure you deserve while celebrating the unique life of your loved one. Visit their website at soulfuneralhomes.com. That's soulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Homes is proud to sponsor today's game and hopes you enjoy it. Top of the third, no score between Steinert and Hightstown. Colonial Valley Conference Tournament semifinal.
Sun's starting to set now. Getting a little cooler out. Lights are coming on.
Olivia Worden leading things off for the Rams. She takes a 1-1 pitch in there for a strike. 5 strikeouts against the first 6 batters of the day for Katie Simonka, after she had a 15 strikeout game in the quarterfinal against Lawrence. Spartans getting a pair of base runners via 2 walks in the bottom of the second, but unable to bring any of them in. This one poked to the right side. Couple of bounces for the second baseman, Walsh. And she flips it underhand to first for the out.
Man, it is just suffocating. Like, finally finds a hit and just fielding's just ready for it. Out at first yet again. Outside of walks, no one's made it on base.
Yeah, Hightstown yet to have a base runner of any kind. Steinert with no hits through the first 2 innings. Kayla Harana, the left fielder, getting her first at-bat today. Shows bunt briefly, then pulls it back, takes a strike, 1-1 the count.
Hightstown kind of losing their mind over the ball hitting the dirt a little bit.
Rams maybe trying to get in the head of Katie Simonka. It's Allen taken high for a ball. Good take from Harana, who thought about swinging it, but wisely lays off, and she's ahead in the count 3-1. And that 3-1 misses low, ball 4, first base runner of the day for Hightstown, as it's a 1-out walk issued by Katie Simonka to Kayla Harana.
I mean, we were saying runs were going to be at a premium. Right now, hits are at a premium, man.
Did mention, though, Simonka is prone to losing the zone at times. She had 9 walks in that quarterfinal win against Lawrence. And that one skips in front of Hassan. She can't find it. Hesitation at first base from Harana, but she's still able to make it to second in time. No throw from the Spartans. And without putting the ball in play, the Hightstown Rams have a runner in scoring position.
That's the kind of capitalization you need here. Find your openings where you can make them happen. Or at least where you can take them. In that instance, a little less of the offense and more of the defense.
Olivia Pignatello at the plate. 2-0 the count to her, and Addison Hassan calls time and heads out to the mound to have a quick chat with Katie Simonka. Pignatello, hard to find a better leadoff hitter than her. Pignatello with an 11-game hitting streak coming into today's contest. She's hitting .414 on the season. Takes that one for a strike at the knees.
Two 2-0 now. Now you're starting to hear what you're saying.
Lays down a bunt. Good one from Pignatello. And I get the runner over to third base. They throw it to first in time for. Oh, no, they're going to say she's safe. I guess Castellano came off the bag.
Shocked at that.
The throw did kind of lean her a bit. And Jen Melker now going to go out and have a quick chat with the first base umpire.
Yeah.
She might be asking if he can get some help from the home plate umpire, but the officiating crew will not get together, so.
Can't imagine home base was looking at it, though. Like, I don't know what kind of angle he's got on that bag there. Be able to see that, but nope, the call stands, it seems. I'm starting to see what you mean about Simonka maybe losing a little bit of composure here.
So that was Haley Bustos up the bat. My apologies, a 9-hole hitter. Couldn't skip her. Now Olivia Pignatello is up the bat. She shows bunt, but pulls it back.
Bunt's a little bold here with the person on third.
Harana at third, Bustos at first after she's able to be called safe on that bunt attempt. She takes off for second base now. Throw from Hassan behind the plate goes down the third base line, and Harana gets back fine.
Pretty massive steal here.
And now 2 in scoring position.
Hightstown with a rare opportunity.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3 from Pignatello as she's down on 3 pitches, second out of the inning. And a big one, too, for Simonka and the Spartans with 2 in scoring position. Hayden Bustos now coming to the plate. With 2 on and 2 away in the top of the third, scoreless between Steinert and Hightstown. Bustos swings at the first pitch, pop up, right side, tracking back, and it's going to get down. 1 run comes in to score, having trouble with it in right is Smack. Another run comes in, and the Hightstown Rams take advantage of a couple of errors from the Spartans. It's 2-0 Rams.
Unfortunately, just not ready there is first base. And that is going to be an early lead here. 2-run lead at that. And with how hard it's been to get anybody on base on either side, able to have actually capitalized there even with 2 outs.
Bustos drives in a couple of runs. It's that pop-up right behind the bag at first base. Unable to be caught. It was Bianca Walsh going over there, the first baseman, trying to get to the spot, but unable to read it correctly, and no way for Danica Spack in right field to come in to make the play. So it drops, and a pair of runs come in to score with 2 outs. Runners on the move. Good base running by the Hightstown Rams, and they take a 2-0 lead. Count even at 2-2 to Adriana Cepeda.
I swung a little low there.
Simonka sets and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning for Simonka. 7th of the day. But Hightstown strikes first in this one as the Rams score a couple of runs on a bloop base knock off the bat of Hayden Bustos. And the 4th-seeded Hightstown Rams take a 2-0 lead over Steinert as we head to the bottom of the third.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. CVCTournament.org.
Today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association.
Number 9, Mia Pope.
2-0 lead for the Hightstown Rams over the top-seeded Steinert Spartans, as Haley Bustos drives in a couple of runs on a bloop single into right field. Hayden Bustos, actually, excuse me, not Haley Bustos. Haley scoring one of the runs on that bloop base knock. But nonetheless, it's a 2-0 lead for Hightstown. And Katie Olson pitching with the lead now. Top of the order up for the Spartans. Mia Pope swings at a 1-0 pitch, misses everything, 1-1 the count.
Yeah, gotta feel nice to have those 2 runs under your belt here. Knowing that you can just safely play defense.
And especially the way the Spartans have dominated CVC opponents this season. They're 10-0 in conference play. Coming into today, they are outscored opponents 114-15. That one fouled back from Pope, 2-2 the count. Let me say that again. In 10 games for the Spartans in the regular season, 9 plus the quarterfinal against Lawrence, they've outscored CVC opponents 114-15. That's a plus 99 run differential, ladies and gentlemen.
Nearly triple digits by barely triple digits. Ooh.
This one popped up almost in Ethan's territory, but
almost straight to me.
drops a little bit further back.
I was talking about my umbrella earlier. Maybe I should have brought my mitt. I knew it was coming my way.
Count remains 2-2 to Pope, leadoff hitter in the bottom of the third. Pope again staying alive, pokes that one out of play.
Fans, a reminder, please bring those foul balls to the dugouts as soon as possible. Thank you.
And not only has Steinert had that monster run differential, the Spartans have not trailed in a full inning this season against a CVC opponent. They trailed in only 2 games total, and it's only been for a handful of outs, as they immediately answered in their next at-bats in both of those instances. So if the trend continues, the Spartans will grab at least 2 runs in this inning, but Katie Olson, a tough customer to grab those runs against. This one shot right to third base, and Olivia Walden able to make the catch.
Way to be ready for it there. Able to shut that down again. It would be quite a rare sight here.
0-0, Danica.
Literally hasn't happened to see if this inning goes up and Steinert doesn't at least even it up. Even just looking at a deficit, you know, take a picture, it might last longer. We'll have to see.
Danica Spack shows bunt, but then pulls it back, takes a strike.
We're gonna even it now. Tough situation here, having 1 out, no one on. Looking for bunts is definitely interesting to me.
Yes,
You know?
Spack not afraid to lay one down, but that's 2 pitches now that she almost showed bunt, pulled back, and took a strike, so she's down in the count 1-2 now.
That's a major part of that risk, right?
And she takes a swing at this one, misses everything for strike 3.
But yeah, you spend a couple pitches trying to find that bunt. All of a sudden, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna swing for it, and you got no beat on the ball.
2 down now for Steinert as Bianca Walsh steps to the plate, hit by a pitch her first time up. Walsh with 5 hits in her last 3 games coming into today. She had a pair of hits and an RBI in that quarterfinal win against Lawrence.
Ball sinking a little low there.
Just misses. Good take from Bianca Walsh. Little little bit of disbelief coming from the Hightstown supporters here on that pitch. Olsen battles back for a strike, 2-1 the count to Walsh. Steinert still looking for their first hit of the day. They've had 3 base runners.
Yeah, definitely haven't left a couple people stranded today.
2-1 pop-up down the left field line, and it's going to drop. Similar play to the one over in right field in the top half of the inning, and Bianca Walsh races to second base in time for a bloop double. First hit of the day for the Spartans.
I mean, it rode the line there. I wasn't sure where that was going to wind up.
Yeah, if we got a good wind gust there, I think it would have ended up in foul territory. But
Yeah, exactly.
the wind playing to the side of Steinert as that one drops a couple of inches into fair territory down the left field line. First hit of the day for Steinert is a 2-out double off the bat of Bianca Walsh. And now Addison Hassan will get a chance to hit in the third. She swings and misses at the first pitch.
Yeah, interested to see if we can make it count or if this is going to wind up being another stranded base runner.
Hassan pokes this one off the glove of the diving shortstop Pignatello. Walsh races around third. She will score as the ball leaks into center field, and the Spartans are on the board with 2 away in the third.
Here's what you were talking about, though, man. Rarely are they at a deficit for any longer than half an inning, basically.
Hard hit ball for Hassan. Tough play for the shortstop Pignatello. And it gets deep enough into center field for Walsh to come around to score. No hesitation from head coach Jen Melker at third base. Aaliyah O'Neill up to bat now as Lindsey Swizak takes over at first base, courtesy running for the catcher Hassan. First pitch swinging. Couple of feet in front of the plate. Tough play. And she throws it away. Olsen, the pitcher, throws it away. Coming to third base now. And staying there is Swizak. Runners on the corners now for the Spartans.
It would have been a tight, probably wouldn't have been out there, but man, giving up that run to third too.
Yeah, that was a really tough play for Olsen to make coming off the mound, as that ball had backspin to it. Only went about 10 feet in front of the plate. And then her throw goes well wide of the first base bag. No chance for Adriana Cepeda to get to that ball. And it creeps up the right field line, allowing Swizak to get into third base. And now runners on the corners with 2 outs, and Francesca Castellano coming to bat. Castellano walked her first time up. Sorry, Ethan.
I was just going to say, you want to talk about a 2-out rally. This is well on its way to turning a deficit straight into a lead.
First pitch to Castellano in there for strike. Steinert getting a run across in this bottom of the third, cutting the Hightstown lead down to 1 after the Rams scored a pair of runs in the top half of the inning. Off the hands, pop-up, could be a tough play, but coming over, good read as the second baseman, Sophia Helm, makes the catch to end the inning. But Steinert able to grab a run. They do strand a pair. Both teams scoring in the third. As we go to the fourth inning, it's a 2-1 lead for Hightstown over Steinert. Tonight's game brought to you by the Hamilton Township Division of Health, who offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It's important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. Whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, a COVID-19 vaccine, or an pneumonia shot, Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. Are you or a loved one homebound? The division's caring nurses will bring your vaccine to you. For families that may be underinsured or uninsured, the division offers free routine vaccinations for children. Most residents in Mercer County are able to take advantage of the free and confidential STI and HIV testing clinic. The staff at the Hamilton Township Division of Health are experienced and proud to serve the Hamilton community. Visit HamiltonNJ.com/health for more information, services, and upcoming clinics. That's HamiltonNJ.com/health. Stay healthy, Hamilton. And today's game is brought to you by a public service for the Hightstown community by Simplicity Funeral Home and Cremation Services at Glacken Chapel, 136 Morrison Avenue in Hightstown. Simplicity Funeral and Cremation Services at Glacken Chapel provides personalized planning during your loved one's time of need for a dignified and simplified service. Simplicity Funeral Home and Cremation Services has served the needs of over 50,000 families and is proud to serve the communities of Hightstown, East Windsor, Monroe, and Greater Mercer County. Simplicity Funeral and Cremation Services at Glacken Chapel, 136 Morrison Avenue, Hightstown, NJ. Call 609-448-1801, 24/7, available all 7 days of the week to serve you. Katie Olson leads off, top of the fourth inning for Hightstown, 2-1 lead for the Rams. Both teams scoring in the third inning. And now it looks like a little bit of an equipment malfunction here.
Hang on.
The Spartan center fielder Ellie Miller getting a new glove.
Hopefully that didn't cost too terribly much. I don't think too much went her way.
Katie Olson, the pitcher, grounded out to first base, her first time up. Swing through that pitch for strike two. 1-2 the count. Olson, much like Samalka, her pitching counterpart, does it all for Hightstown. This one, throw her to first base once again. And it's going to be a foul ball.
Fortunate foul ball, too. If that rode the line there, it would have been quick out. Now, that was still a chance.
The 1-2 again from Samalka. Off the hands. Fouled out of play by Olson. Katie Olson, a 5-10 hitter this season, a 5-10 hitter, 857 slugging percentage, just ridiculous numbers.
Wow. We're talking about multi-talent.
But she's put down here by Katie Samanka, strikeout to start the top of the fourth. 8th strikeout of the day for the Steinert pitcher.
Right fielder number 6, Lily Pito.
And Katie Olson was all of the offense for Hightstown in their quarterfinal win against Allentown. A pair of homers for her, drove in all 5 runs in the 5-1 victory. 0 for 2 at the plate so far today, though. One taken for a strike by Lily Pito, or 1-0 I should say, 1-1 the count now. Pito hitting from the right side, takes that one in the dirt. Katie Samanka retired the first 7 batters she faced in order, and a walk and a single for Hightstown put a pair of runners on base, and then they both came around to score.
And you got to imagine Samanka's probably trying to channel a little bit more of those earlier innings rather than the previous, off the back of just some unfortunate situations.
3-1 taken low, ball 4. Lily Pito is aboard with a walk. Second walk today issued by Katie Samanka.
Second baseman, Sophia Hume.
And again, that Hightstown dugout is active. Yeah, off everything.
Hume shows bunt for a moment, pulls back, takes for a ball. Doesn't shock me at all that Hightstown might be playing some small ball here.
Yeah, every inch matters. You know, try to maintain this lead. Oh,
Pitch taken for a strike and thrown out at second. Trying to swipe the bag is Lily Pito. Great throw from behind the plate from Addison Hassan.
yeah, way to be ready for that.
He was unable to get the bunt down, and it left Pito out to dry.
A little greed there, gonna cost you pretty heavy now.
2 away now for Hume as she fouls that one back, 1-2 the count.
I mean, again, a one-run lead is not too terribly much in the grand scheme of things. And having lose that runner and set it to 2 outs now, especially when you're down in the count, it's an unfortunate situation to be all of a sudden.
1-2 just staying alive is Heel. She's able to get that one off the end of the bat, almost totally fooled by that all-speed pitch from Samanka. Strike 3 called. Heel watches it go by. Strikeout number 9 for Katie Samanka. And nothing doing for the Hightstown Rams in the top of the 4th inning. They do get a base runner, but she's thrown out trying to steal. Madison Hassan strikes her down at second base. Halfway through things between Steinert and Hightstown, the Rams lead the Spartans 2-1.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating.
Thunder Baseball returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Bottom of the 4th inning, 2-1 lead for Hightstown over Steinert. Katie Samanka, the Spartans pitcher, leads things off.
It is rare form right now. Hightstown holding this lead. Just barely, but holding it. And you got to imagine if we see another 3 up, 3 down type inning, it could be a real rocky start for Steinert. Spartans not trying to bow out in the semis. Not after a season like this.
Steinert nearly perfect this year, a 15-2 record coming into today's semifinal. A perfect 10-0 against CVC opponents, and Olsen strikes out Samanka. Samanka with a slam of the bat down in the dirt after she goes down for the 2nd time today via strikeout. Got to put that past her quickly, though, as the pitcher on the mound for Steinert.
Yeah, it's a big part of, long form, anything like this. It happened, you got to move on. You're going to have plenty of opportunities. Not the last time you'll be at bat.
First pitch strike taken by Victoria Popper. She walked her first time up. She takes another one for a strike. Olsen quickly ahead 0-2.
Yeah, Olsen showing no signs of slowing down here.
Back-to-back strikeouts for the Hightstown pitcher, and she gets Popper to swing through that one for strike 3. 6 strikeouts now for Katie Olsen.
Yeah, previous inning definitely showed a little bit of cracks in the game plan. We'll let a couple on, but here we are now. 2 away and no one on the base.
Ellie Miller swings the first pitch and drives it back up the middle for a base knock. 2-out base runner for the Spartans as Ellie Miller grabs a single.
Hey, but this is how it happened last time, too.
Very true.
First 2 outs, and then all of a sudden you got a runner on.
Yep, the Spartans' first 2 hitters were retired in the bottom of the 3rd. Then a double from Bianca Walsh, a RBI single for Madison Hassan, and Aaliyah O'Neill reached on an error. And now the top of the lineup up with Mia Pope. Takes the first pitch ball low, gets away from the catcher Hayden Bustos. And striding in to second base is Ellie Miller, runner in scoring position now for Pope.
There's that runner moving again for free here. Suddenly a chance at making this a tie game.
And few players the Spartans would rather have up the bat with a runner in scoring position than Mia Pope, team leading 27 RBIs this season. She, like Katie Olson, the pitcher she's facing, hitting over 500 this year. This one slicing just foul down the left field line. Jen Melker barking out some instructions to Ellie Miller out at second base. Could see some aggressive base running from the Spartans here with 2 out. Tying run at second base with Mia Pope at the plate. Bottom of the 4th, 2-1 lead for Hightstown. Olsen sets and deals. Will do it again as it's fouled away. First time this season the Steinert Spartans have trailed in a full inning against a CVC opponent. Trying to keep it at just that 1 inning. 2-2 down the line, and it's a foul ball! Foul ball! Just inches away. Home plate umpire right on the line to make the call.
Way to be ready for it, too. It's having to make that call as fast as possible. You don't want people going too crazy all of a sudden, right? Again, just barely over the line there.
Confidently making the call behind home plate. And the Spartans just inches away from tying this game up. Still an opportunity, though, for Mia Pope. Count remains 1-2. Olsen delivers. That one misses. Not a bad spot. Arms go up on the side of Hightstown.
Yeah, somebody must have thought it was a strike. Blue did not, on the other hand.
Count even in 2 to Mia Pope. Tying run aboard at second. And that one misses way high. Easy take for Pope.
Real long at bat here.
Eighth pitch of the AB coming from Katie Olsen in the circle. The Hightstown pitcher delivers. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Pope takes it and watches it go by. The leadoff hitter for Steinert is 0 for 3 today. And the Spartans strand another runner in scoring position as Katie Olsen with some clutch pitching keeps this game at a 2-1 lead for Hightstown through 4. We go to the 5th inning now on the WBCB Sports Network. Today's game brought to you by the Trentonian. Don't forget, if you missed any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. Today's game also brought to you by Mercer County Republicans. The best team in Mercer County is the Mercer County Republican team, supporting the student athletes in tonight's game. Your official candidates for the 14th District are Marty Flynn and Joe Stillwell for State Assembly, Shalyn Brown for County Clerk. For County Commissioners, it's A.J. DeFalco and Dan Hanley. And for Hamilton Township Council, vote for Sean Lucas, Rich Balgawan, and Noah Barnez. This is the team that supports the youth of Mercer County and hopes that you enjoy tonight's game, proceeding paid for by the Mercer County Republicans. The Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg, the Italian People's Bakery since 1936. Top of the 5th inning, 2025 Colonial Valley Conference Softball Tournament semifinal. And an upset brewing here in Ewing as it's a 2-1 lead for the 4th-seeded Hightstown Rams over the top-seeded Steinert Spartans. Still 3 more innings to go, but not sure a lot of people saw this sort of scoreline coming.
For sure, especially holding this lead for as long as they have, you know. It's tight, but they're holding it. Just strong pitching coming out, good defense. Able to keep it steady.
Olivia Worden leads things off for Hightstown in the 5th. Behind in the count 0-2 against Katie Simonka. Steinert stranding a runner in scoring position in each of the last 2 innings. They did score a run in the bottom of the 3rd to make it a 2-1 game. But a couple of missed opportunities, and with the way Katie Olsen is pitching for Hightstown, Steinert might not get many more opportunities.
Yeah, not too terribly accustomed to loss is this Spartans team, you know. Gotta imagine this is a little bit of a rare feeling.
Called strike 3 on Olivia Worden. Back-to-back strikeouts for Simonka. She's now into double digits. 10 strikeouts on the day.
Left fielder number 2,
Simonka had 17 strikeouts, a career high against Hightstown in the season opener back on April 2nd.
Might be another one coming our way here with that pitch.
First pitch strike to Kayla Harana, the left fielder. And she swings through that one awkwardly for strike 2. Harana was the first base runner of the day for the Rams with 1 out in the top of the 3rd. After Katie Simonka retired the first 7 batters she faced in order. And she'll put down Harana this time. Strike 3 called.
1, 2, 3 pitches as well. Just back to back to back. Well, on our way to making it a 1, 2, 3 inning.
Half of Simonka's, or excuse me, 5 of her 11 strikeouts now are looking. And she fires in another first pitch strike, this time to Haley Bustos. Bustos got the first hit of the day for Hightstown. Late swing and a miss from Bustos on that pitch, and she's down 0-2. Simonka looking for another 1, 2, 3 inning. The lefty sets and deals. That one misses high. Leadoff hitter Olivia Pignatello would be next. Bustos fouls it back, stays alive.
Yeah, as we've seen, holding on for as long as he can might be the best way to deal with pitching like this. Many opportunities as you can get to just figure out how exactly that ball flies. Get a read on what's coming next.
Great take from Bustos as that misses outside. This out not coming as easily for Simonka as the first 2 did, but she gets the 3rd strikeout of the inning as Bustos swings through it for strike 3. That's 4 consecutive strikeouts for Katie Simonka, 12 total through 5 innings as the Steinert Spartans pitcher is dealing once again. But the top-seeded Spartans trail at 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th with Hightstown leading.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
2025 summer camp registration is now open in Hamilton Township. Many camp options are available in July. You can visit htsdnj.org to view available camps and to register. Email your questions to htsdsummercamp@htsdnj.org. And the Hamilton Township School District Fall 2025 kindergarten virtual registration is now open. Visit www.htsdnj.org to register. Bottom of the 5th inning alongside Ethan Collins, I'm Andrew Myers. Thanks for joining us on the WBCB Sports Network. Semifinal number 2 of the 2025 Colonial Valley Conference Softball Tournament. We saw the number 3 seed Notre Dame Irish advance to tomorrow night's championship game with a 10-8 nail-biting win over Robbinsville in semifinal number 1. And now the top-seeded Spartans trailing the number 4 seed Hightstown Rams 2-1.
You gotta imagine Spartans looking to turn that around. Again, this is not common for them. First time I think they've trailed for this long all season, if I'm not mistaken.
Taken high for a ball, 2-1 the count. Steinert undefeated in CVC play coming into today's game. And now we got time called here as I think Jen Melker's not too happy with those car lights out there in right center field.
Please turn your headlights off. Thank you.
And we got it done. Looks like it was a Phillies fan out there with a St. Patrick's Day hoodie.
Yeah, somebody left the lights on, unfortunately.
Giving Philly fans a bad look once again.
Yeah.
I'm a Phillies fan, so I can say that.
Yeah, same, you know. Trying to keep it clean here.
2-1 catches the bottom of the zone on Danica Spack, and the count runs 2-2. Leadoff hitter for Steiner in the bottom of the 5th. Olsen deals, and that one misses outside. A couple of Hightstown infielders put their arms up in the air, asking where that missed. Entire Rams infield is in, and it won't matter as a swing and a miss from Danica Spack. 3rd strikeout today for Danica Spack. She's been unable to put the ball in play.
Second baseman, number 1, Bianca Walsh.
And it's strikeout number 8 for Hightstown pitcher Katie Olsen, as she retires Spack for the first out of the inning, and Bianca Walsh steps to the plate. First pitch strike to Walsh, who's reached base twice today, hit by a pitch in the first, a double in the 3rd. Takes that one low for a ball, 1-1. Walsh's double with 2 outs in the 3rd inning was the first hit of the day for Steiner. She eventually came around to score on Addison Hassan's RBI single. 1-1 popped up behind us down the 3rd baseline. It'll get out of play.
Yeah, you know, I haven't found that hit earlier, but right now, feels like every Spartan who steps up to that plate looks a little lost.
Another Spartan behind in the count against Katie Olsen. The 1-2 misses low. Two balls, 2 strikes to Bianca Walsh. Walsh stays alive, fouls it back. Walsh, one of the stronger hitters on Jen Melker's team. .465 average coming into today's contest. 7 extra base hits, make it 8 now with her double in the 3rd. She pokes that one back up the middle. Another base hit for Walsh as she stays hot. Big turnaround first, but she'll stay there. And it's the 3rd time aboard today for Bianca Walsh, as the Spartans have the tying run aboard.
Maybe finally able to get that scoreboard looking a little closer to what the Spartans sort of expected it would look like. As right now, remains that one run lead.
First pitch strike to Addison Hassan as the Spartans catcher takes. RBI single her last time up. Hassan now with 16 RBIs on the season. Hitting in the cleanup spot, way ahead of that one though. Swings through it for strike 2.
1-2 now again, just looking to make that run count, but gotta find it.
0-2 pitch misses, good take from Hassan. Another pitch misses as the count runs full 2-2.
Not quite in a comfortable spot, but still in it.
1 on, 1 away in the bottom of the fifth of a 1-run game. Hassan takes high, and an 0-2 count runs full to 3-2. Spartan dugout turning up the volume on the first base side.
You got it at this point.
Olsen settles in, gets her sign in the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. She wins the battle as Hassan goes down. 9th strikeout for Katie Olsen.
Third baseman, number 30.
Olsen chasing down that 11 strikeout count. Trying to match the pressure here.
Swing and a miss well out of the zone from Malia O'Neill. Strike 1 to the Steinert third baseman. Reached base last time on an error. Puts this one in play, but it's a blooper right back to the circle for Katie Olsen, who read it well. And she's able to make the catch to retire the side. Spartans strand another runner on base. And it remains a 2-1 game as Hightstown leads it over Steinert through 5. Stick with us after this break on the WBCB Sports Network.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. And Thunder Baseball returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. Post-game fireworks nights, Tuesdays kids eat free, Wednesday dollar dog nights, Thirsty Thursdays, and Pork Roll Fridays throughout the season. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com or call 609-394-3300. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun.
And leading up the 6th inning for Hightstown, shortstop number 5, Olivia Pignatello.
Top of the 6th inning.
Game has definitely been flying by, but at this point, I think the Spartans are looking to try to pump the brakes on that. Going to try to put this inning down as soon as possible. Get back in that offensive seat.
Top of the order due up for Hightstown, and they get things going right away as Olivia Pignatello pokes that one through the shallow infield and into center field for a base knock.
Able to find that opening there is remarkable.
Yeah, entire Spartan infield was in front of the bases and able to poke it through.
Just seemed like nobody was ready for it.
First pitch strike taken by Hayden Bustos. 2-1 lead for Hightstown. Both those runs came in the 3rd inning. And Hayden Bustos was the one to drive them in. Bloop single for her down the right field line.
Yeah, trying to go for that sack bunt there with no outs. Fortunately, that one goes foul, but not a bad idea here. But with two strikes on,
she stays alive, pokes in that a play, foul down the first base line. Very rare territory for the Steinert Spartans here, trailing late. Now taken high, throws behind the runner, and she's calling a rundown. Pignatello's calling a rundown between first and second base. Still going and reaching out to make the tag is the first baseman, Francesca Castellano. Pinpoint accuracy for the Spartans in that pickle. Beautiful stuff defensively.
Yeah, a little bit of Benny Hill for a bit there, but, you know, we made it happen in the end. And there's that turnaround there, a little greedy off the bag. And we have put that threat to bed. Not over yet, though.
Fly ball down the right field line, and it's going to drop foul. Danica Spack gave it a look, but couldn't get to the spot.
I didn't know where that was going.
So Pignatello's single is erased. She's calling a rundown between first and second, and perfectly executed by the Spartans defensively to put her down for the first out of the inning. 2-2 the count to Hayden Bustos. Bustos early on that one. Ground ball too short. Mia Pope. No throw for her as racing down the line is Hayden Bustos, and she legs out an infield single.
Yeah, way to close the gap there. Get there before the ball can even have a chance to get thrown over.
I mean, it didn't look like Pope bobbled it or anything there. I guess she just decided she didn't want to risk a throwing error there over at first base, so she just eats it up and allows Bustos aboard with an infield single. Adriana Cepeda at the plate now. She's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Bustos really got to be alert now at first base after seeing how quick Addison Hassett can fire it down the line.
Oh, yeah.
And especially with the hitter Cepeda in the right-handed batter's box, it's clear throwing lane for Hassett down the first base line.
Mm-hmm. She was looking for it there again, too. Again, the Steinert team, a lot of awareness.
1-1. Cepeda swings through that one, and they do throw it down to first base behind the runner, but sliding back safely is Bustos. A lot of confidence behind that plate from Addison Hassett. One and 2 the count to Adriana Cepeda. Takes that one high for a ball.
I haven't seen a strikeout yet, though, from Simonka here.
We'll have to wait at least one more pitch for the next strikeout as that one misses outside.
It's rare form compared to the previous inning. 3 quick ones.
Count runs full to Cepeda. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 as she swings through it. Out number 2 for Hightstown. Strikeout number 13 on the night for Katie Simonka.
Number 35, Katie Olson.
And now Katie Olson, who's 0 for 2 today with a ground out to first and a strikeout. Takes a hack at the first pitch and fouls it back 0-1. Olson in the cleanup spot, hitting over 500 entering today's contest.
Certainly a strong hitter in her own right, but just been kind of struggling to work her way onto the bag this game.
Long look in for Simonka, gets her sign, the 1-1 off the hands, drops foul. Simonka ahead 1-2.
Looking to try to put this inning to bed here.
One, 2 misses outside. Hassan thinks about throwing it down, but keeps it in her right hand.
Yeah, with 2 outs, runner can do whatever they want. It's 2 strikes, 2 outs. You gotta let the fielding handle the problem.
2-2 fly ball into right field. Coming in on it is Danica Spack, and she'll make the catch to retire the side. A base runner stranded for Hightstown as this pitching duel continues in the Colonial Valley Conference softball semifinal. 2-1 lead for Hightstown over Steinert. The best team in Mercer County is the Mercer County Republican team, supporting the student athletes in tonight's game. Your official candidates for the 14th District are Marty Flynn and Joe Stillwell for State Assembly, Shalyn Brown for County Clerk. For County Commissioners, it's A.J. DeFalco and Dan Hanley. And for Hamilton Township Council, vote for Sean Lucas, Rich Balgawan, and Noah Barnez. This is the team that supports the youth of Mercer County and hopes that you enjoy tonight's game. Preceding paid for by the Mercer County Republicans. Tonight's game also brought to you by the Italian People's Bakery, who is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. And the Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a free variety of services to keep you and your community healthy. It is important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. Whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, a COVID-19 vaccine, or a pneumonia shot, Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. Are you or a loved one homebound? The division's caring nurses will bring your vaccine to you. For families that may be underinsured or uninsured, the division offers free routine vaccinations for children. Staff at the Hamilton Township Division of Health are experienced and proud to serve the Hamilton community. Visit hamiltonnj.com/health for information, services, upcoming clinics, and eligibility. That's hamiltonnj.com/health. Stay healthy, Hamilton. Bottom of the 6th inning, 2-1 lead for Hightstown.
And only two chances left for this Steinert team here.
And the Spartans, 6 outs to work with this one-run deficit. Francesca Castellano, Katie Simonka, and Victoria Popper, 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for Steinert. Spartans 15-2 on the year, 10-0 in CVC play. And they defeated this same Hightstown team 9-2 way back on April 2nd in the season opener for Steinert, game number 2 of the year for Hightstown.
Yeah, if we were to wind up with the same kind of score, we'd have to see 8 runs in 2 innings right now. It is a far cry from the previous games that we have seen from this Steinert team.
Castellano takes another ball, 3-0 count to the leadoff hitter for Steinert. Spartans with 4 hits through the first 5 innings.
Wow.
And that's not a hit, but it's a 4-pitch walk to lead things off in the bottom of the 6th as Castellano is aboard.
Yeah, potentially getting something started there. 4-pitch walk with no outs is very welcome for the Spartan side for sure.
And the Steinert coaching staff now getting together, talking some strategy.
By comparison, though, Hightstown, they can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but you can't let up on the gas. You got to get there.
Got a pinch runner at first base for Francesca Castellano.
Running for Castellano at first base, number 76, Alina Eckel.
Alina Eckel, the freshman, one of 4 freshmen on the Steinert team, will enter the fold and pinch run for Castellano. Steinert trying to get some more speed on the base paths. She represents the tying run. Katie Simonka at the plate. She's over 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes a strike.
Batter for Steinert, pitcher number 77, Katie Simonka.
Bunt play here makes a lot of sense. It really does come out to 1 run here, right? At least if you even it up, you get some extra innings. Sure, they're, down for a lead, but you gotta get there.
1-1, swing and a miss from Simonka. She's down in the count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Simonka, a great hitter in her own right. Talked about Olsen, who's pitching a gem on the mound for Hightstown, hitting over 500 this season. Pitch taken high. Simonka Not quite as good statistically, but still over a 300 hitter entering today's game.
Yeah, certainly can hold her own at home base here, but you gotta imagine, you know, with how frustrated she seemed at the previous at bat. She's looking to try to prove she's as comfy on the plate as she is on the mound.
Yeah, a couple of strikeouts today for Samaka at the plate. 13 strikeouts for her on the mound. And that pitch misses. Outstretched arms from the third baseman, Olivia Worden.
I don't think everybody was a little surprised about that call there.
Count runs full to Katie Samanka. Alina Eckel aboard at first base, pinch running for Francesca Castellano, who led things off this inning with a 4-pitch walk. Called strike 3. Samanka turns, and I maybe said something to the home plate umpire.
Somebody's saying something now.
Samanka down for the 3rd time today via strikeout, 2nd time looking. Jen Melker looks like we're going to get another substitution as Victoria Poppert is not going to hit. And instead it's going to be Gia DeMeglio, who's the flex player for Steiner today. She's camped out there in left field.
21, Gia DeMeglio.
She'll get a chance to hit now for the designated player, Victoria Poppert. With one away in the bottom of the 6th. Tying run at first base for Steiner.
Yeah, hoping to turn this little opening into something big.
DeMeglio shows bunt, gets it down, first base side. Picking it up is the second baseman, Helm, and she fires it the first in time for the out. Good play all around by the right side of the infield. Actually, flip that around. It was Cepeda fielding at the first baseman, giving it to Helm covering at first base. So it's a 3-4 put out on the sac bunt. Eckel advances to second base, and now it falls on Ellie Miller to try to get her in. 2 down. Runner in scoring position, representing the tying run at second for Steiner. Huge at-bat coming here from Ellie Miller.
Well, this is a real make-or-break moment here.
Miller fouls the first one back. It catches the umpire a bit, so we'll give him some time. Hayden Bustos, Hightstown catcher, heads out to the mound to have a chat with Katie Olson.
I mean, leaving a runner stranded on second in a 6th inning situation here, knowing that you're only going to get one more shot. Certainly a scary thought. You can't let it shake you, though.
Miller takes a second strike. She's down on the count 0-2. Katie Olson wipes the ball off on her jersey. And the 0-2 misses up and away. The 1-2 from Olson to Miller. Misses high. Good take from Ellie Miller. And the tension builds. Bottom of the 6th inning, 2-1 lead for Hightstown over the top-seeded Steinert Spartans. Tying run at second base. Miller digs into the right-handed batter's box. Olson looks in, gets her sign. The 2-2 off the end of the bat, pop up, and it's going to go into foul territory on the first base side. We'll do it again.
Pressure is not easy right now, man. I'm saying digs in on the side of the plate. I think you got to dig in a couple more places. Spiritually, you know. Hold out.
Deep breath in the circle from Katie Olson. She delivers the 2-2 again. Misses high. Count runs full. Leadoff hitter Mia Pope awaiting on deck.
Yeah, this walk be an unfortunate one to give up, letting Pope come in with 2 on base.
The payoff pitch put into play. Diving stop by the second baseman Heel. The throw to first, not in time. They'll hold off the runner at third base. Jen Melker slams the dirt. I'm not sure if she was sending the runner Eckel or if she was just mad that that ball was kept in the infield. Probably smart to keep her at third base. But regardless, the inning continues on an infield single from Ellie Miller. Runners on the corners, tying run at third base, and a dangerous Mia Pope up to bat.
This is exactly what these Spartans are built for right here.
First pitch taken low for a ball, and the force out at second base is taken away as Ellie Miller strides into second. 2 in scoring position now for Mia Pope. Leadoff hitter for Steiner is 0 for 3 today, but she can erase. Oh no, and now they're going to put her on at first base. Honestly, not a bad move there.
Wow. Opting to just load the bases there. Honestly, it makes a lot of sense. But a little rocky to me, all things considered. It's not. She hasn't been hitting super great this particular game, though. Been a couple strikeouts, if I'm not mistaken.
Lauren Brown not taking any chances, though, against a dangerous Mia Pope. Came into this game hitting over 500. And they'll issue the intentional walk with 2 away to load the bases, forcing any base now. And Danica Spack is due up. But we'll see if they'll keep her up to bat. Jen Melker heading over to the Steiner dugout. And I don't believe Danica Spack is going to get a chance to hit here.
There seems to be some tactics going on here.
Mound visit now for Hightstown as Steiner tries to figure out their strategy. And we are going to get a pinch hitter for the Spartans as Gabby Piscata, the freshman, is going to get a chance to hit here.
With the bases loaded, too.
And Piscata has just 2 at-bats on the season. So what a gutsy call this is from Jennifer Melker, the head coach for Steiner. So we have the third base umpire now trying to get somebody's attention in a car with the lights on toward the field. Meeting disperses on the mound. And we might keep with the light here with those lights still on the field. Gabby Piscata.
Just a pickup coming in, no big deal. They're out the door now.
So what a call this could turn out to be for head coach Jen Melker of the Steinert Spartans. Bases loaded, tying run at third, go-ahead run at second of a 2-1 game, and the freshman Gabby Piscata in to pinch hit for Danica Spack. Piscata takes a first pitch strike. Piscata with just 2 at-bats on the season, according to NJ.com. What a moment this could be for the freshman.
Oh, yeah. This is real defining here and now.
Piscata takes another one in there for strike 2. And Olsen a strike away from getting out of this jam.
0-2 on that count. Terrifying.
0-2 called strike 3. Piscata doesn't swing at any pitch. She goes down on 3 straight pitches.
You got somebody honking the horn out in the back, too.
It's Katie Olsen with some prime time pitching for the Hightstown Rams as she strikes out Gabby Piscata and leaves the bases loaded for the Steinert Spartans. We go to the 7th on the WBCB Sports Network. 2-1 lead for Hightstown.
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, president of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
Today's game is brought to you as a public service for the Hightstown community by Simplicity Funeral and Cremation Services at Glacken Chapel, 136 Morrison Avenue in Hightstown. Simplicity Funeral and Cremation Services at Glacken Chapel provides personalized planning during your loved one's time of need for a dignified and simplified service. Simplicity Funeral Home and Cremation Services has served the needs of over 50,000 families and is proud to serve the communities of Hightstown, East Windsor, Monroe, and Greater Mercer County. Simplicity Funeral and Cremation Services at Glacken Chapel, 136 Morrison Avenue, Hightstown, NJ. Call 609-448-1801. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to serve you. And today's game is also brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best luck this school term. We are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. 7th inning of action in the CVC softball semifinal. And the Hightstown Rams leading the top-seeded Spartans of Steinert 2-1.
Yeah, Samaka going to have to do what she does best in order to make sure that this lead doesn't get out of hand. Have that final shot at the bottom of the 7th. Hightstown, on the other hand, wouldn't be certainly not saying no to a higher run count. See if they can do what they can. Try to put the nail in this coffin.
2-0 in there for a strike from Katie Samaka. Lily Pito, Sophia Helm, and Olivia Worden, the 3-2 up for Hightstown. Can't count the Spartans out regardless of what the deficit is, but
For sure.
they certainly want to keep this a one-run game here. Don't want to give Hightstown any more of a cushion. 2-2, swing and a miss, as Pito is down on strikes for the second time today. 14th strikeout for Katie Samaka.
Number 7, Sophia Hume.
And Sophia Helm, who struck out twice today against Samaka, comes to bat with one away in the 7th. Fouls the first pitch back. Spartans will have Bianca Walsh, Addison Hassan, and Aaliyah O'Neill due up in the bottom half of the 7th.
Nothing to scuff out there, that's for sure.
Spartans with a massive missed opportunity in the bottom of the 6th. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And Gabby Piscata pinch hits for Danica Spack and strikes out on 3 pitches. Third inning today, the Spartans have stranded a runner in scoring position.
And not just one.
Yeah, pair of runners in that inning there. Count runs even at 2 on Sophia Helm. One away in the top of the 7th. 2-2, slow roller back to the mound. Picked up by Samaka. Low throw picked out of the dirt by Castellano at first. Out number 2.
Third baseman, number 15.
Nothing else. The defense has been on point from the Spartans ever since those 2 runs. Nothing's come through for free. Nothing's come through at all. A couple hits here and there, but largely nothing. But you slipped up just the wrong time, in just the wrong way, and now staring down the barrel of the first and only loss you'll have this season.
Steinert 10-0 against CVC opponents this year. 15-2 overall. Swing and a miss from Worden. 1-1 the count now.
Apologies, I said season, I meant tournament.
Steinert defeating the same Hightstown team 9-2 earlier in the season. But that's well in the past now.
For certain.
The Spartans facing a 2-1 deficit. Trying to keep it that way going to the bottom of the 9th. The 1-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. Strikeout number 15 for Katie Samanka. She matches her total from the quarterfinal win against Lawrence. And we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. The Hightstown Rams 3 outs away from a monumental upset in the Colonial Valley Conference Softball Tournament. Stick with us after this break on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Bottom of the 7th inning at Armstrong Park. It's a 2-1 lead for the 4th-seeded Hightstown Rams over the number 1 seed Steinert Spartans. Spartans undefeated in Colonial Valley Conference play coming in today's game, but they're 3 outs away from losing in the semis and losing a chance at winning a conference title. It's Bianca Walsh leading things off for Steinert. Katie Olson back out there on the mound for Hightstown. Olsen's been their horse all season long in the circle.
It's true, but I mean, everybody's been struggling a little bit to get anything started here.
Home plate umpire got caught by that pitch there, so gave him a little time to recalibrate. 1-1 the count to Bianca Walsh.
Been getting beat up today.
That pitch in there for a strike on Walsh. Walsh has reached base all 3 times she's come to the plate today. A single, a double, and a hit by pitch. Biggest at-bat of the day for her here, though. She's down on the count 1-2. Fly ball down the left field line. It's going to get out of play, in foul territory, a long run. And it drops a couple feet in front of Kayla Harana.
Goes to show the power behind the hit, though.
Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes against Bianca Walsh. Leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 7th. Olsen deals. Pitch misses. I think it was a little outside.
Bleachers start getting up at that one. I figured that was it.
Olsen delivers the 2-2 to Walsh. Fly ball down the left field line. It's going to drop foul. Just a couple of feet down the left field line. Walsh is still running to second base. She didn't see the signal.
Didn't see the call.
No, the third base umpire definitely called it a foul ball. Yeah, nobody's really freaking out or anything here about it.
That's a foul ball.
The home plate umpire is pretty oblivious to it.
A little surprised.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the miscommunication was there against the third base umpire. Didn't really yell it out loud enough. Home plate umpire kind of just casually walked around in front of home plate, not really saying anything. But it was a third base umpire's call since it was behind the bag. So good call by the third base umpire, and it certainly looks foul. So we'll do the 2-2 again. This time down the left field line again, and again it's a foul ball.
That time
and loud and proud, the third base umpire yells it out there.
There we go. Way to get the job done.
Some drama here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Hey, you know, the stakes are high. Pressure's on.
Bianca Walsh just late on a couple of these pitches from Katie Olson. Count even at 2-2. Olson delivers again. Pitch misses high. Ball 3. Count runs full.
Not going quietly as any of these Steinert batters here. Fighting tooth and nail.
Payoff pitch called, strike 3. catches the inside part of the plate. 11th strikeout of the day for Katie Olson.
Catcher number 88, Addison Hessen.
Third straight strikeout looking for Katie Olson. She's dialing it up on both sides of the plate for the Hightstown Rams. 2 outs now, or excuse me, 1 out. As Addison Hassan steps in, she swings and misses at the first pitch. Hightstown Rams under first-year head coach Lauren Brown. 7-3 record in CVC play this season. Trying to advance to the CVC final tomorrow night in what would be a massive upset here against the top-seeded Steinert Spartans.
For sure, who are just looking to get anything started here, swinging at basically everything coming their way right now is Allison.
0-2 the count to the Spartan catcher Addison Hassan. Oh, 2 misses. Good take from Hassan. But I gotta tell you, these foreign hitters are really putting it in the hands of the home plate umpire here. The 1-2 from Olson. Misses high. Much easier call for the home plate umpire that time.
Sure.
Hassan struck out in the first and fifth. She drove in the only run of the day for Steinert to this point with an RBI single with 2 outs in the third. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 3 straight strikeouts. 12 overall in the day for Katie Olson. And the Hightstown Rams are 1 out away from one of the biggest upsets of the season.
True as it is. Steinert's gotten all their mileage so far, rallying on that 2-out count. Can't count them out yet.
Aaliyah O'Neal, the third baseman for Steinert. She's 0 for 3 today. Gotta get on base.
Potentially the last bastion here.
Yeah, gotta get on base to keep things going for Steinert. First pitch swinging. Bouncer to second base. Picked up by Heel. Over to first. In time. Ball game over. And a seismic result in the Colonial Valley Conference Tournament as the Hightstown Rams knock off the top-seeded Steinert Spartans and advance to the CVC Championship game. The Rams mob Katie Olson at the circle. An unbelievable performance for the senior pitcher.
I mean, what can even be said, man? I don't think anybody had that coming. I don't think anybody put that on their bingo card, I'll tell you that right now.
The Steinert Spartans, the 5th-ranked team in the state of New Jersey, according to NJ.com, coming into today's contest, undefeated in conference play, but no longer as the Hightstown Rams knock off the top-seeded Spartans 2-1 in an absolute nail-biter here at Armstrong Park. An unexpected result. And the Rams absolutely right to celebrate like they just won a title here, but they still got one more game to go tomorrow night.
Yeah, the work is not done yet.
Yeah, but they can certainly celebrate this one tonight. As the Hightstown Rams on the back of Katie Olson, just as it was in their quarterfinal win against Allentown. Olson dominates on the mound with 12 strikeouts, limits the Spartans to just 1 run, and Steinert averaged over 11 runs per game against CVC opponents this season, and they get held to just 1 run against Katie Olson and the Hightstown Rams, and we have a Hightstown Notre Dame final in the 2025 Colonial Valley Conference Softball Tournament coming up on Tuesday night. Wow, what an unbelievable group of games today in the CVC semis. Ethan Collins, any parting thoughts here for us tonight?
I mean, unbelievable. I couldn't have picked a better word for it. Unbelievable. The second game, I had figured after the second inning that the Spartans were at the deficit. Something was going to change, right? And then another inning went by, and then another went by, and suddenly we were on the very last one. 1, 2, 3, gone. Like nothing. And Katie Olson, just the ice you got to have in your veins to keep that just so stoic the whole way. Strong pitching. Strong doesn't begin to describe the pitching. Just nonstop over and over again. Always there, always stood and delivered.
Katie Olson with another unbelievable performance for the Hightstown Rams, and they advance to the CVC Championship game tomorrow night. And that'll just about do it for us here tonight on the WBCB Sports Network. A huge shout out to our sponsors for making tonight's stream possible: Kessel Dermatology, Capital Health System, Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, Soul Funeral Homes, the New Jersey Education Association, Mercer County Republicans, the Trenton Thunder, the Italian People's Bakery, the Trentonian, Alderman Ford, the Hamilton Township Education Association, Hyundai of Trenton, Simplicity Funeral Home, the Capital Health System, the Trentonian, and Mako of Ewing. For our entire crew here on the WBCB Sports Network, Ethan Collins, Brianne O'Neill, I'm Andrew Myers, signing off from Armstrong Park. Once again, your final score here in game number 2, Hightstown 2, Steinert 1, an unbelievable upset in the CVC semifinal. And we'll be right back here tomorrow night in Ewing for the Colonial Valley Conference Softball Tournament Championship game. It's the number 3 seeded Notre Dame Irish taking on the number 4 seeded Hightstown Rams. And we'll have the action for you right here on the WBCB Sports Network. First pitch at 7 o'clock. Join us a little bit earlier for the Trentonian pregame show right here on our YouTube page. Take care. Thanks for tuning in tonight, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, President of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are number 1 in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.